Price of Business. I am your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Do you want to mention, and coming up in the program, we're going to be talking about the Keystone Project with a member of Congress, plus the individual mandate when it comes to Obamacare, which has become a huge controversy in the last several months. It's been since the law passed, but even more so as court cases are dealing with it. But right now, we're continuing our conversation about what's going on in the building arena, and particularly here in Houston, Texas, which is kind of a mecca for home building in spite of what's going on nationally. Shannon Register, she is a regular contributor on this program and an editor over at usdailyreview.com. She's got a great guest with us here. Why don't you reintroduce Toy for us?
Yeah, Toy Wood is with the Greater Houston Builders Association, and we're delighted to have her to talk about some of the things going on with builders in the community. One of the things that I'd like to let consumers know is what sort of incentives there are out there for consumers.
Well, and there are all kinds of incentives. If you watch the papers or billboards or listen to the radio, whatever, you'll notice that particularly your production builders, your household name builders that you probably hear about, might be offering upgrades, packages. They might be offering special deals for financing. And so it really behooves a consumer to really check these things out, use their realtor to help them make comparisons, make sure they're getting the best deal in the best neighborhood.
Very good, very good. So talk a little bit about the community impact of the organization. What kind of impact are you trying to lead there?
Well, thank you, Kevin. I really like to talk about this because we have a couple of things that we're doing. For 32 years, the Builders Association has had a program we call Benefit Homes Program, where we build 2 homes a year. The developers donate the lots, builders donate their services, and then we get all the materials and labor that we can possibly get donated free or at a reduced cost so that the cost of the home is as low as possible. We may get up to 70% donations. Last year we got up to 100% donations. Wow, then we sell the homes at market value, and the net proceeds are then divided among our charities, the Texas Children's Cancer Center, the Alzheimer's Association, and now Homemade Houston, which is GHBA's own charity. And over the 32 years, we've donated about $7 million to these charities. Yeah, it's really nice.
That's great.
And Homemade Houston, which is our charity, works with homeless agencies to provide beds for the homeless. And since 2003, when we started, we have completed 16 projects, adding $7.4 million of real estate to the homeless community, resulting in over 400 beds and serving nearly 5,000 homeless Houstonians, mainly women and children.
Wow, that's impressive. Very good story.
And y'all do a little bit with the Houston Association of Realtors as well.
We do. This is kind of new, and we're so excited about it. HAR, we have a really good working relationship with HAR anyway, and we're so excited about that. We now have one of our homemade board members with HAR. It's Patty Huey. And we're going to be doing some projects together, I think, that are going to benefit Homemade Houston. We're just so excited about that.
That's great. Good. You know, it's encouraged throughout the industry that realtors and builders work closely together. I mean, obviously, they want to sell homes, and we want to represent people and sell homes as well.
Trying to make it seamless,
Yeah, exactly. And we do it every day, so we know what to look for to watch out for consumers. And what percentage of consumers, home buyers, would you say use realtors in their purchase of a new home?
Well, it's estimated that at least 60% of the new homes that are sold through realtors. Mm-hmm. And so it's a great working relationship. I know some of our builders that have these great incentive programs for realtors.
For realtors, yeah.
Yeah, you know, if you're their top realtor, you get a great prize. And so it's really nice to see that working relationship.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm interested. That's an interesting number, 60%. What's the number for homes that are have already been lived in and they're being resold? What percentage of those are sold through realtors? I would say it's probably even higher.
Oh, it must be much higher because, of course, the difference is that new home builders have salespeople on site. Right. So sometimes the folks walk up without a realtor. Mm-hmm. But for
they're more into the community than the particular home,
right,
so they'll just go straight to the community people. Right. So I would say it's probably at least another 25, maybe even 50% more than that. So
probably so. Yes,
that's interesting.
Definitely, I would think so because one part of our job as realtors is to find those houses and communities when it's resale. Whereas when it's new construction, you'll see it on billboards. You know, it's advertised, and you can just go right to those neighborhoods. And a lot of the builders do use promulgated forms, contracts. That are promulgated by GHBA, and some of them, of course, don't. What what percentage would you say use them? Are they mostly custom builders?
They're mostly custom builders. We started that program back in about 1998, where we actually took builders and some attorneys and drafted contracts, and they've, of course, have changed over the years as the laws have changed and as the needs have changed. But we do offer that as a service to our custom builders. They get those contract forms. There's a variety of them. Most production builders have their own forms, but there have been production builders or medium-sized builders that have also used our forms.
So if the builder is not using their promulgated forms and they're not using a realtor, I would highly recommend that they get an attorney to review the contract, because there can be things kind of hidden in the contract that they're not aware of or don't know to look for.
Right. Very interesting.
Good advice.
Yeah, absolutely. So 2012, what kind of year are you expecting it to be in terms of for the industry?
Well, Kevin, I'm happy to report a little bit better. We've had several years that have been pretty pitiful, as you well know. And, it trickles down. It's not just the builders that are impacted, but everybody that works for the builders and all the trades and the subcontractors. It's just been a really bad situation for all of those groups. We lost some builders and we lost some trades and subcontractors during this time. And we expect that the housing starts should be up a little bit this year, and we're already seeing that. So we've got our fingers crossed that this is going to be a better year.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's funny that people would give up their membership because, ironically, they probably need GAHBA now more than ever.
Yes, we hope people won't drop their membership because they do need it. And when I said lost, what I meant is they actually went out of business, which is even worse.
Even worse.
It's pretty sad. We saw some pretty big people tumble, and that was sad.
Yeah, that's shocking. We've got about a minute left. You want to wrap up with a question or comment?
Absolutely. If you go to rea.tv, you can see all of our videos, and a lot of the communities that are new communities that are coming out, we feature them on there. We do videos of the communities. A lot of them in the Woodlands and north of the Woodlands and Spring are featured on our website.
Awesome. Make sure you check that out. And again, make sure you check out ghba.org.
Absolutely.
That's ghba.org. And what's interesting is that it's not only home builders, but vendors of home builders that become members of your organization.
Oh, yes. Anybody that's related to the home building industry, attorneys, accountants, anybody may be a member. And there's a directory online. And so if you're a consumer and you want to look, there's a good place to look. And also if you're in the industry and you're not a member yet, that's a good place to look. Or just come out and see us.
Yeah, absolutely. You have monthly meetings, weekly meetings. How often do you?
Well, we have all kinds of meetings.
Yeah. And I guess those can be found at ghba.org,
Yes,
too.
they can. We have 16 councils and committees. So.
Thanks to both of you. Great segment.